Marcus Licinius Crassus, a name etched in the annals of Roman history, was a man of immense wealth and ambition. Born into a patrician family, Crassus inherited a modest fortune, but his aspirations stretched far beyond his inherited wealth. Rome, in the late Republic era, was a society where wealth could be transformed into political power, and Crassus, a shrewd and ambitious man, saw an opportunity to elevate his standing. Crassus's path to extraordinary wealth was paved with cunning and, some would argue, ruthlessness. He recognized the potential of real estate in a city prone to fires. As fires ravaged Rome, Crassus would acquire burning buildings and the land beneath them at significantly reduced prices. His private fire brigade would then extinguish the flames, allowing him to rebuild and amass a considerable property portfolio. This practice, while ethically questionable to modern sensibilities, was not uncommon in ancient Rome, and it showcased Crassus's business acumen and his willingness to operate within the gray areas of the law. However, Crassus's ambitions extended beyond real estate. He diversified his investments, venturing into mining, particularly lucrative silver mines and slave trading, further bolstering his already substantial fortune. His business empire expanded, encompassing various sectors of the Roman economy, and his wealth continued to multiply. Crassus understood that wealth, while a potent tool, was not an end in itself. He recognized its potential to secure political influence, a realization that would shape his future actions and alliances. The wealth he accumulated was not merely a testament to his business acumen but a means to an end, a stepping stone to the corridors of power in the Roman Republic. The slave revolt led by the gladiator Spartacus in 73 BC presented both a challenge and an opportunity for Crassus. The rebellion, which had initially been dismissed as a minor disturbance, escalated into a full-blown crisis, threatening the very fabric of Roman society. Crassus, ever the pragmatist, saw a chance to prove his mettle on the battlefield and bolster his political standing. Crassus, leveraging his wealth, raised and equipped an army at his own expense, a testament to his vast resources and his desire to secure a prominent role in suppressing the rebellion. His military campaign, while initially marked by setbacks, ultimately proved successful. He employed ruthless tactics, including decimation, a brutal form of punishment where 1 in 10 soldiers in a defeated legion were chosen by lot and clubbed to death by their comrades. This act, designed to instill fear and obedience, highlighted Crassus's ruthlessness and his unwavering commitment to crushing the rebellion. The defeat of Spartacus and the remnants of his rebel army in 71 BC marked a turning point in Crassus's career. He returned to Rome a celebrated hero, his victory solidifying his reputation as a capable military leader and a staunch defender of Roman order. The wealth he had expended in raising his army paled in comparison to the political capital he had gained. His actions had resonated with the Roman elite, who viewed him as a bulwark against the threat of social upheaval. However, Crassus's victory over Spartacus was not without controversy. His insistence on sharing the triumph, a lavish public celebration granted to victorious generals with Pompey the Great, who arrived at the end of the conflict, sparked resentment and highlighted the growing rivalry between the two men. This rivalry, fueled by ambition and a thirst for glory, would have significant implications for the future of the Roman Republic. The Roman political landscape in the late Republic was a complex web of alliances, rivalries, and shifting power dynamics. Crassus, despite his newfound military credentials, understood that navigating this treacherous terrain required more than just wealth and military success. It demanded strategic alliances and a willingness to forge partnerships, even with rivals. It was against this backdrop that the first triumvirate emerged, an informal alliance between Crassus, Pompey the Great, and a rising star in Roman politics, Gaius Julius Caesar. Each man brought to the table unique strengths and ambitions. Crassus, with his vast wealth, could finance political campaigns and sway the loyalty of senators. Pompey, the celebrated general, commanded the respect of the legions and the populace. Caesar, a skilled orator and politician, possessed a sharp intellect and a hunger for power. The triumvirate, while technically unconstitutional, wielded immense power, effectively controlling Roman politics for a time. They used their combined influence to secure each other's interests, passing legislation, securing governorships, and suppressing opposition. Crassus, in particular, benefited from this alliance, He secured lucrative tax contracts in Asia, further enriching himself and solidifying his financial base. However, the triumvirate was an alliance born out of pragmatism and ambition, not genuine friendship or shared ideals. Cracks soon began to appear. The rivalry between Crassus and Pompey, simmering beneath the surface, threatened to erupt, while Caesar's growing popularity and military successes in Gaul cast a long shadow over his fellow triumvirs. The stage was set for a power struggle that would determine the fate of the Roman Republic. Crassus, driven by a desire for military glory, embarked on a campaign that would prove to be his undoing. Despite his immense wealth, he sought the kind of honor that could only be earned on the battlefield. Little did he know, his ambition would lead him down a path of no return. The Parthian campaign was a bold and risky move for Crassus. He underestimated the Parthian forces and overestimated his own. The campaign was marked by a series of tactical errors and misfortunes. In the end, Crassus found himself outmaneuvered and outmatched. His forces were decimated and his dreams of military prestige shattered. Crassus met a tragic end, falling into enemy hands and ultimately losing his life. His death sent shockwaves through Rome, destabilizing the already fragile political landscape. The power vacuum left by his demise set the stage for a brutal civil war, as Rome's most powerful figures vied for control. The story of Crassus serves as a timeless reminder of the dangers of unchecked ambition.